Oh my gosh, it's been a minute. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I can't see shit for real, y'all. That's just me being real. I cannot see shit for real. That's how hot it is outside. We gonna make it shake. Okay. One of my volunteers showing me on here, and I cannot see this collective. Okay, they got and just one of my volunteers showing me on here, and I cannot see this collective. Okay, they got and just an ancestors. I ask that you believe in precise messages. Any and all negative energies, entity attachments, that work, technical places, we assist myself in this collective. I declare the creator to be banished and binded. And to be a chart back to the sender, immediately, and definitely, I say. So, I just have the Hierophant to the Ace of Coins. I think that's what it's called in this deck, but it's the Ace of Pentacles and regular zero. So the Empress. So there's something about a divine feminine here who is being blessed, especially on a financial aspect or just with financial opportunities, okay, to expand in some sort of way by the Most High, okay. Y'all please bear with me. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I can't see for real. Miss Ida. So we got the High Priestess card coming on here. Let's see. Ace of Coins in the reverse. Okay. Mother of Six, the Three of Nines. Five of Coins in the reverse, Two of Nines. So something like you were getting intuitive downloads or messages about someone or something trying to keep some sort of major financial blessing. I'm saying financial because financial is significant. It's like somebody didn't think that you would have the strength, okay, to overcome something with the Seven of Coins in reverse, not getting something or not being able to invest. Or I'm sorry, um, choosing to no longer invest in something. Somebody thought that something was supposed to leave you heartbroken. Something that you left out in the cold. It's like it might have been like a decision that was hard for you, but it was the best thing for you. Okay. So somebody assumed that you would be heartbroken over this. Not to say that you didn't necessarily have to work through some sort of heartbreak. Because again, this was something that you had to stop investing in. So at one point you felt like it was worthy of investing in. So let's see. So I definitely didn't believe you would be strong enough to overcome something. Welcome in. Ace of Nines. That's the truth. Somebody just didn't feel like you were as emotionally stable as you claim to be. Like, we're not saying that heartbreak is avoidable because sometimes heartbreak is inevitable in certain situations. But somebody just thought that that would be the end all be all for you. Like you would not be able to work through a heartbreak. Um, the Empress. Like something may have really actually affected you on an emotional level, but it didn't affect you to the point to where you like were like you can't get out of bed, you can't eat, you can't go to work. You know, it was kind of like how do I put this? I'm looking for the best way to say this without coming off almost like cocky, but it's not that. It's that you know your worth. It's more so that again you did feel some type of way emotionally, but at the end of the day, it's like whatever this heartbreak was, it was never bigger than the program. You get what I'm saying? It's not like it's like when most people are heartbroken by a relationship or by a friendship, they typically like to like push it down, and then it leaves this sort of wound that they operate from as far as their perspective. But it's kind of like for you, it is what it is. I'm going to acknowledge it, feel my feelings, work through it, and then let it be what it is. Welcome in, welcome in. Y'all can tap that screen for me. Hi. I'm gonna get your likes to 1K, 1K Slim. Shout out to you, 1K Slim. Thank you. If y'all can tap that screen for me, that would be greatly appreciated. Okay, hit that copy link button or that share button. It gets this live to as many of the collective as possible. Okay, hit that copy link button or that share button. It gets this live to as many of the collective as possible. Thank you, Q. Ton of coins and readers. It's like somebody is obtaining a bunch of knowledge, but they're not putting it to use. So it's not necessarily wisdom. It's just like somebody's a know-it-all, masculine energy, and they think they're a know-it-all when it comes to you. I think that like maybe there's like a group of people, whether these people associate with each other or not, a group of people knew that something was going to affect you emotionally, but again, they just did not believe that you would be strong enough to just allow things to be exactly what they are instead of forcing it. It's like even if something is destined for you, there could have been this energy of you almost trying to force it, trying to be a help or a helping hand to the Most High and assisting to make a situation work out when really. The helping hand should have been with you. You know what I mean? To choosing to like um, set better boundaries with yourself, or choosing to like how do I put this? Stop overextending yourself in a way. Okay. So yeah, thank y'all for tapping that thing. Um, so there was a valuable lesson here learned for you. So yeah, the heartbreak was more or less about the other person. It was more so about you. You know what I mean? It's like somebody just showed you something that you couldn't really see because a lot of other people, maybe in your past, weren't able to show you this part because, how do I put this? I just feel like there were bigger lessons to learn, put it like that. Bigger red flags. But now that this is something that I feel like this is a very almost, I want to say, strategic lesson the divine is showing you. 1111 is significant as well. Uh, Yeah, this was a very strategic lesson your ancestors and spirit guides were showing you via this person, if that makes sense. Like somebody could have felt like, again, taking your weakness, your kindness for weakness, or considering you to be almost in a sense dumb to be so nice. When the reality is, it's not that. It's that you have to be more discerning about who exactly you are kind with, and those people need to be more deserving. Okay, it needs to be more a showing of exactly who is really worthy of that from you, because sometimes, like I said, the overextension part is it's like giving it before it's even necessarily necessary, if that makes sense. I'm sorry. So you're learning valuable lessons here. This King of Wands in the reverse is coming up in the Ten of Swords here, so somebody's fucked up. You overcoming this was like the last knife in their back. Child, somebody takes your personal growth too personal to them. It's kind of like it hurts them to see you grow or surpass, especially them, but what they believe you can achieve in a way. Somebody just believes you to be smaller or more insignificant than you actually were, and this is again because somebody takes your kindness for weakness, and we all know that's not the truth. The collective has definitely learned a lesson, especially Divine Feminine Collective. Am I skipping y'all? Let me know. Let me know. Ten of baskets here. The father of baskets. So somebody is oh, star card, ace of wands, being educated on something. Confirmation about how exactly somebody truly wants to be treated. Because with the Ten of Cups, we're talking about family, but the Ten of Cups in the upright, this is healthy dynamic, healthy family, healthy. Because how do I put this? Somebody could be your family in the flesh and be your enemy in the spirit. It's people who can be your family in the spirit and be um just a friend in real life, if that makes sense. If you're asking if you're lagging, then no. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Six of baskets in the reverse to the father of baskets. It's like you release. And somebody can also just no longer pay to try to burden you. It's like somebody's all out of ideas. This was the last one. That's why it's the 10 of 9. It's like this is the last fucking idea we had, bitch. We tried everything. And this motherfucker just keeps coming back. Somebody feels like you're the cockroach. Whole time they're the cockroach. Because why the fuck are you trying to 10 of 1 somebody that's goddamn bad? Somebody asked us to see you being a fucking cockroach and you would have called them the cockroach, bitch. You're the cockroach. Leave that person alone. Leave the fucking collective alone. What the fuck? That's crazy word. I can't imagine thinking somebody's a cockroach because they won't let you squash them for no goddamn reason. They not in your house. Most likely roaches get killed when they come into your house. You ain't in their house. You ain't fucking with them. You ain't none of that. And they trying to squash your ass like you a roach. It's crazy. I don't see no tree roaches getting their ass stumped out in the tree. Come on, bro. Like somebody's logic is just doesn't make sense. The star, okay? Somebody's logic for trying to like smush or dim or like put out your light as far as your stardom, that shit makes no sense. Literally. And they don't even realize it. They don't even realize it. I want y'all to know I'm literally looking at pretty much a black screen. I can like maybe see like my arms move. Like if I get real close, I can see my hat, my head, but y'all, I can't see y'all for real. I can see the lights though. I can see the words because the words are white. So thank y'all for tapping the screen. Q and 1K Slim. Shout out to y'all. That song by Drake, "You the Best," you the best, you the best I ever had, best I ever had. That song is significant. Somebody could have just been listening to that, or you could have just been the best somebody ever had. Honestly, it's probably the best they'll ever get in life. They fumbled, and that's just what it is. You can see it here. You just fine, perfect. Thank you, love. And something significant about you reaching new heights as well. 8 of Coins, as I say that. Um, there's something here about you actually getting to see the benefits of all of the seeds you planted, to see the results of something here, especially financially. There's a feminine energy here who is on a how do I put this? They're a rebel with a cause that's distorted. So a rebel with a distorted cause. Put it like that. What's this? You can be seeing butterflies, y'all. It's a bird. Like it overcame and sat right there. I ain't gonna lie, it's right here. The bird is right here. It's still like it's sitting right here. Scary. Um, Somebody's ancestors turned on them. And when I say turned on them, it's more like somebody's ancestors warned them to stop doing something. This could be somebody of your same bloodline. So it's kind of like the divine had to make your ancestors choose which side they would have to necessarily support in a way. And so it was kind of like say if this is like a sister or a brother or something like this, um, your ancestors had to choose to step away from them and support you in breaking these generational curses or really and letting this person have to learn their lesson because again these ancestors were at one point speaking to them like trying to get them to stop doing something and they refused to stop doing it, so it was like they had to take their hands off of this person until they learned their lesson, until everything comes full circle for them. So that's what I mean by somebody's ancestors turned on them. It's kind of like they had to turn their back. It's like they can't necessarily help this person. They can't necessarily help this person. It's nothing they can do. So somebody could feel like the divine isn't listening to them or their ancestors, or it's like somebody could be calling out, like praying or something like this, and they feel like they're not getting an answer, and it's because they were giving you the answer all along. Just they were giving this person, whoever is a part of your actual physical bloodline, the answer all along, and they refused to put something to rest. At the Four of Coins, they refused to just stop. They refused. Somebody's ego and their pride was just way too big. This could be somebody's father as well. Confirmation horn, hunk. If this isn't somebody's father, it could be a grandfather, it could be an older masculine. Um, Mother of Coins to the Six of Sticks. It's like you're winning in life, period. There's a victory that you're having, especially when it comes to injustice with the Gullah Jack being in the reverse. It's as though somebody could not cause this. And it's because you keep yourself guarded, you keep yourself cleansed, you keep a guard in the reverse. It's as though somebody could not cause this. And it's because you keep yourself guarded, you keep yourself cleansed, you keep a guard up. To put it like that. Understand? Somebody's just doing what the divine asks them to do. Empress energy. You follow the divine law. Like you confirmation, you do what's asked of you. And regardless if it makes you feel some type of way, regardless if it hurts to have to treat people the way that you have to treat them, you know that it's a bigger picture. You know that it's not personal necessarily. It is personal to your evolution and growth, but it's not personal to the extent of I hate you or I don't like you or I'm trying to attack you in a way. Um, it just kind of is what it is. Aunt Carol in the reverse to the Six of Coins. Somebody could have attempted to pay to keep a fated event from happening. However, this fated event has happened, or it's going to. Okay. Or something about a promised land. Thank y'all for tapping that screen. Two of baskets to the Four of Nines. Let's see. Nine of Nines. Strong Force in the reverse. So somebody did everything in their power to get something to end. When I say everything, this is by any means necessary kind of energy to get a connection or a relationship to end. And let's say for their sake it ended, but it didn't end the way that they needed it to. It's kind of like it ended and you both learning a lesson. So technically it did not work, and it may have not even caused a permanent separation, but it definitely caused a separation nonetheless. Somebody just really felt like he was weak when it comes to your emotions. I'm gonna be real. Like somebody really just confirmation. They thought very little of you when it comes to like having control over your emotions or how you express yourself. They really did believe that you would just be depressed. You wouldn't be able to eat, sleep, shit. You just be in bed, balled up. What I'm seeing is somebody like with the shades closed in their room, like cover over their head, just like depressed, just sitting in depression. They really thought that was going to be you. And the the nine of nines is here in the reverse. So this is the energy of like, this is not necessarily something that you lost any sleep over. If I'm being 100% honest, you didn't lose any sleep over this because you realize that this is a lesson. Everything is a lesson or a blessing, or the lesson is the blessing. You get what I'm saying? It's like this was not something that you lost sleep over. Everything happens for a reason. You understand that. Welcome in, y'all. We got 5 people in the chat. Please tap that screen for me. Hit that copy link button, especially if this message resonates with you. This live out to as many of the collective as possible. If you're new here, I'm into the Flight CJ, and this is a safe space for you to heal. Okay. Okay. Let's keep on with the message. 6 So you're gaining this higher level of wisdom, or like there's a lot of information that's coming in at this time for you, especially about something not being over in court. I'm like getting like you had the last laugh on the energy, 7 and 6, especially about something not being over in court. I'm like getting like you had the last laugh on the energy, 7 and 6. You were able to defend yourself, even though people put you in a position to where wanted you to intentionally not be able to. But it's like you have ancestors, you have spirit guides, you have the Most High who speaks to you. So it didn't work that way. Somebody could not take your I want to say rights or your free will away from you. It's like what I'm seeing is the paw card with the moon, and so that card technically means it's something about somebody who you care about or cared about, somebody who is of closeness to you, who was intentionally hiding something from you and covering it up by using the term or the energy of like, oh, I'm doing this because I love you, kind of thing. Like, so somebody could have been acting like, oh, I'm doing this because I love you, and the reality of the situation is they were doing this to be deceptive. They were using love as a cover up. If that makes sense. Or I love your child. I love it's something like that. 33, 33. Thank y'all for tapping that screen. Significant. 333. We got the 9 of baskets with the John horse in the reverse, of the 5 of 6 in the reverse. So again, there was some sort of slander, gossip, and I do feel like, thank you, Vanessa. I do feel like there is a couple of people here who thought that defamation of your character would get them some sort of wish fulfillment in a sense. And it's like no matter how much they spoke to your name, the way you showed up in real life spoke louder than that, if that makes sense. Okay, the way you proceeded to handle your business, regardless to how anybody spoke of you, it's really what spoke louder than the actual slander. You see what I'm saying? The way you proceeded to be self-sufficient, okay, that spoke louder than whatever gossip or slander people had to say about you. The way you set boundaries and remained and stood 10 toes behind your boundaries, that spoke louder than the slander and the gossip. There's a lot of things that you've done, the way that you moved, period, the way that you elevated, the way that you grew, spoke louder than a lot of the slander. Okay, I read it for a pattern. This shit is not all right. So that's like, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on. Excuse me. Somebody feeling like shit right about now. Somebody could have used to date you, and they're like, damn, Fuck. If you liked it, you should have put a ring on it. Ancestors in the reverse to the Son of Knives, to the Ten of Coins, to the Eight of Baskets. So, somebody's ancestors didn't support this impulsive, reckless energy from someone's family that they had to walk away from with the Eight of Baskets. And there's something here about a healed version of this. You may have not walked away from this particular situation when it comes to like this family member feeling some type of way. So it doesn't necessarily have to be, this could be like, again, a loved one, somebody who's family in the spirit. There's something about this separation being almost needed on both ends, whether that was acknowledged or not. Thank you for the follow. Dim Bones to the Miss Robinson. Somebody got a reading and they were told that something or someone was put to rest. They were told that it's been put to rest, okay? And that's just been exposed. That's just being exposed at this time. That's just being highlighted. Something has been put to rest. I do feel like this could have been some sort of connection. This reminds me of a reading that I did yesterday on my page. It showed up in the energy of like, to solve the issue, since there's so much confusion or misunderstanding between two people. It's kind of like, how about I just did it? I just in the situation, how about I pull my energy back, and you know what I'm saying, you figure out what it is you need to figure out while you figure out what you need to figure out. Okay, which again, there's a lesson on both ends for people here, and we address this as far as what you learned collective, which is to not necessarily overextend yourself and to help, but not in the sense of helping someone else. Help yourself, okay? And that's where that overextending energy came in, okay? To keep to get your protect your energy is really the sense of what's happening here. Is understanding that everybody doesn't necessarily take your kindness for kindness, they take it for weakness, and it's not necessarily your fault. It's based off of their own perception of how things went in their life. And some people just feel like, in a sick twisted way, they feel like you deserve to be punished for thinking that. And it's because, again, how they were raised and what they have going on in their life that affected them in that way, to make them believe that you deserve to be punished for being kind to people, if that makes sense. To extend yourself in a way to help them. And they don't see that as a good thing. Almost, they see that as, again, you being dumb. Or, like, that's, again, this feels like the root of this, the way this person is speaking or the way this person's energy is coming off, the root of this feels like somebody made them feel that way as a child, and they grew into that further on into life. Somebody definitely made someone feel like them being kind to people was a bad thing, and it's not a good thing, and that you, if you're kind to people, you deserve to be punished. You know, so yeah, kind or too kind, put it like that. If you're generous or if you're too helpful, you aren't deserving. Yeah, somebody has some childhood wounds they have to work through as you learn the lesson to not overextend yourself to the wrong people. Okay, 144 is significant as well. I've been seeing that number a lot, and this 144, Brenda just came in the chat, or 1441, but I saw the 144 from where I'm seeing it. I'm literally seeing 144 everywhere. Everywhere I see, everywhere. Somebody wants you to put your guards down. Damn, someone wanted you to put your guards down so they could punch you. Crazy. I don't know if this is physically or spiritually, but somebody really wants to like really jab at you. We got the mother of nines here, but just like you're too, first of all, gifted. You're too gifted, and not only that, it's like you have a sense of standing up for yourself, a sense of speaking on your boundaries and setting clear intentions with people about what you will and will not allow when it comes to the way people will treat you or what you accept, period. Yeah, because it's like almost this energy of like I work too hard, I have way too many responsibilities, I have way too much going on in my own personal life to allow you to treat me as if I'm a problem to you or a burden for you. Like, bitch, bye. Fuck. um, Mother of Nine to the Ace of Ashes. It's like I fulfill myself in my own right, so why would I make you? Why would I let you make me feel any less than? You know, if you don't want to appreciate me, that's fine. Daughter of Basquiat, somebody with a lot of responsibilities who takes care of them pretty well, if you ask me. Okay, so let's get into this deck. We're gonna do 3 decks today. We got Voyage and Gateway. So you're on a journey at this time. You could also be a parent with this mama and this baby whale here. Even if you're not like an actual like parent, you could be like a, you know, people have like dogs and cats they consider to be like their children. So somebody could be like that kind of parent. But there's something that you're getting ready to access, a gateway, a path that you're getting ready to take here. Okay, solitude and releasing and inner peace. So in this time, you're spending a lot more time alone, releasing, working through those lessons that are being brought up at this time. It's bringing you a lot of inner peace, and balance, and harmony. A lot more understanding about yourself and opportunities and blessings and flow. So we have like this energy of you being open to releasing in this solitude space and this bringing you inner peace. It's not only bringing you that, but it's bringing you opportunities and blessings because you're in a divine state of flow. Okay, this is like a process that you're learning to how do I put this, almost it's like be okay with because it's life, but it's like somebody's having their own process that they're learning to be okay with when it comes to their life. Patience. Somebody's learning patience at this time as well. Fulfillment and standstill. Also, somebody could feel like they're not seeing something and you're being asked to walk by faith and not by sight at this time. Um, but something is going to bring you fulfillment. This is just your time to stop and reflect on the things that you truly want, the things that fulfill you. Okay, it's time for like what do I call it? A self evaluation. I used to talk about those a lot, but yeah, it's time to self evaluate. Okay, focus, focus on yourself, focus on your needs. Okay, because that's what's going to bring you the joy and the light and the positivity when it comes to your experiences of these adventures and these new and fun experiences is what I'm hearing. Okay. Also, somebody's gaining a deeper level of wisdom. Okay, there's something about you having a or gaining a better understanding of your faith being almost one of the very like most important things that you need when it comes to like, how do I put this, creating miracles or helping bringing your manifestations into because we have protection in the reverse with the courage and the diligence in the reverse. So it makes me feel like somebody feels like the harder I work, um, the more stability I'll gain, the more protection I'll have. And if that's not true, because again, what you have today can be taken away in an instance. What brings you stability is your faith and your belief and your core understanding of the divine and what you're actually being called to do. That's what's going to bring you your understanding. So somebody's definitely gaining wisdom in that way at this time. Like a lot of us, a lot of people in the world tend to get jobs because the money is good, or they feel like this is what's going to bring them stability, when the reality of the situation is the only thing that's truly going to bring you stability is your faith and your connection to the divine. Because like all of this shit can go tomorrow. If y'all have never read the book Sudoku, you should read it, because I read it as a child, and it kind of shocks your brain to understand that somebody can bomb this bitch anytime. All of this shit can go at any point in time. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like you need to have faith in more than just what you can physically do with your hands and feet and what money is in your bank account. You kind of have to really see surpass that to understand that you're going to find security and stability in not only the divine, but in your gifts. Your gifts make way for you. Who you are makes way for you. That was a deep message. Ashe. I think that goes over people's head. Abundance is way more than money. Exactly. It's frequency, it's energy. Energy is the most expensive thing you can have. And when you got good energy, everything changes. Your entire life changes. But somebody has to gain the understanding of that. They have to forgive themselves and actually go within and get that enlightenment and truly understand that what abundance truly is. Because somebody is almost, in a sense, being not a good leader because of this understanding that they have of what stability or security is. And it's not on the outside, it's on the inside. It's your faith, it's your willpower, it's your connection to the divine, it's your energy. You will never go poor as long as you got a rich spirit, as long as you're wealthy in spirit. You'll never go broke. Or at least you'll never go without. I'll never say you'll never go broke, but you'll never go without whatever you need. Again, broke is a mentality, a mindset. Lack is a mindset for sure. Security. And that's how this person is going to find the security that they need. Somebody here needed to hear that. Somebody's on a new beginning and they need to tap into that ultimate potential, because somebody isn't tapping into their potential. They're just kind of like going based off of their own knowledge and not a knowledge that surpasses their own understanding, which is the divine, the most high. That's how you're going to thrive. That's how you're going to create flexibility for yourself. That's how you're going to move in this world as a free spirit. When you embrace that, that's true freedom. Okay? Autumn is on point. You got to take action to change what's going on within and here. Somebody's got to like love themselves on a whole different level. Like, I'll say this. Being around my family, a lot of my family, when I was around my family, a lot of them always had bad attitudes when they didn't have money. They treated people like shit when they didn't have money. And it's because they didn't feel like that's a projection. It's because they don't feel like shit without no money. You see what I'm saying? That's because you're not wealthy in spirit. You're only wealthy when you got some money. I mean, badass attitude, mad at the world, can't even get up and be happy because you mad as shit, you ain't got no money. But you didn't even think about the fact that you woke up healthy today. One, that was a blessing. You're wealthy in fucking health. Two, you woke up, period, with a sound mind. You're wealthy in that. Like, motherfuckers, it just be going over people's head. It goes over their head. Wealth is so much more than what motherfuckers. It just be going over people's head. It goes over their head. Wealth is so much more than what you got in your bank account. Somebody experiencing headaches is a secret iron right with God. Exactly. Wealth, wealth is so much more than what you got in your bank account. Somebody experiencing headaches is a secret iron right with God. Exactly. Wealth in the spirit. Credit karma. Okay. Literally. Dharma. Somebody's ready for the real thing here. Somebody got in a car accident as well. Somebody just could have thought you weren't intuitive as well, or something about somebody not being intuitive or confirmation. Somebody's not listening to their intuition. Somebody also could need to eat better. That's another thing. What you put in your body also affects your pineal gland. It affects how much you can access certain things. Like it's like gook and gunk in your body. Um, so somebody could also be needing to eat better. It says love of my life. It makes you more susceptible to low vibrational energy. Dark cult in the reverse. So it's like, yeah, there's somebody energetically trying to attack you in a way. So it's like you have to be more mindful of what you're eating, be more mindful of what you're consuming, even like mentally, like what mental foods you're consuming, what physical foods you're consuming. That's so crazy. There's this YouTuber called Helper Clips, and it says you will meet a stranger that will bring you an unimaginable experience. And if you go on YouTube, you'll see this person called Helper Clips. He gives people like cars or like people who are really struggling and in need, like people like God's people. He really does help people. I saw a lot of his videos. He'll like give them cars. He'll give them money. He'll give them like I don't know. Has he given someone an apartment? I think I'm pretty sure I saw him give somebody an apartment. But it's just about helping. So somebody here is gonna help you in an unimaginable way. Okay. Talked about my diet last night. See, everything is confirmation. A stranger may be coming into your life and changing it in a way. It says grandma and grandpa here. Somebody's grandma and grandpa is significant. Afternoon. Something happened this afternoon with someone's grandma or grandpa. Somebody's a non-believer. Somebody doesn't believe in the Most High. So whatever I just said to them probably just went right over their fucking head. If they listening to me, they probably like this bitch. It's crazy. I get mad confirmation from them. Yeah, I need to hear it. Okay, so somebody needs to hear something. You can need to hear something. A dark cult here. Somebody could be waiting on you to call them out. Like I know it's you or you did this. Nobody finna do that. Like, why the fuck do people sit there and wait on dumb shit like that? I'm sorry, that just makes no sense. What would I sit up there? You are just channeling what the fuck I am. Um, just an open vessel to the Most High. That's all. My mom and my ex and my brother. Um, tried to sacrifice me to the Masons. Freemasons, yes. So somebody wants you to be like, I know you're a Freemason. They want you to sound crazy as shit. I want you to know that. But it's like, why would I do that? When you know who you are, you know what you are. I don't need to prove that. The Most High if you're doing some shit you ain't got no business doing, everything done in the dark will come to the light. Oh, what we talking about? You inspire me. Okay? You inspire me to be a better person daily. Okay? You got somebody here who you inspire to be a better person daily. Somebody severely underestimated you. Okay? This is current energy. Somebody could also be getting a new hairstyle. Somebody could have a new hairstyle. Somebody could also be saying affirmations at this time. That's so crazy. Every time I look up at the like, it's 334411. All of these can be significant to y'all. I swear 44, 11, and 33. Somebody can no longer tease false reality here. Somebody was living in a false reality. Somebody was also trying to attack a child. Excuse me, confirmation. Energetically attack a child. Your child. Somebody thought they were some sort of masterminds. The Lulu land, literally. Fucking literally. I approved your comment. Okay, so I don't know why it does that, but ew, somebody needs to go to the doctor. They have an STD. They have probably multiple STDs, and they're lying about this. You're refusing all one-sided connections at this time. You're just lying, straight STDs. Trust me. Don't go nowhere near that mother. I am no longer comfortable. Okay, I'm starting to outgrow the spaces that I am in. I shame. Somebody's starting to grow. There's a builder bitch here. I mean, a builder bee. Okay, in the past or in the future. Okay, so somebody's still like actively. Yeah, in the past, in the future here, a long time. Okay, so there's a builder bee here who is willing to do anything to get some alone time with somebody. Y'all, give me a second. Let me check on the babies. Hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you for the follow, Adam. Okay. Somebody's going through a death and rebirth at this time. That's so crazy. You might need to call somebody. Fertility and womb. Like if you were meaning to make a phone call, you need to call. Cause you straight chill. If energy worth more than money, you probably be the person that's coming to help for sure. It says, what did I just say? We have a distorted rebel, right? Listen to this. It says, feels it's their job to punish you, and it's not. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. Listen to this. It says, feels it's their job to punish you, and it's not. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. Rebel with the. We got a couple people in the chat. Can you tap the screen for me? Pretty please. I can see my phone now, y'all. The sun went down a little bit. You just said vengeance part 9 times back. You said the vengeance part 9 times back to back. No, my shit was probably glitching. It says everything happens for a reason. Okay, everything. Promising. The divine is definitely your ancestors, the spirit guides. Divine is definitely promising you that everything, literally everything happens for a reason. Somebody could be doubting that, and there's nothing to doubt about it. I promise you, that happened for a reason. It did. Everything happens for a reason. Look at that. That's so crazy that I just said that. The confirmation going crazy. Something was very embarrassing for someone. Okay. I'm hearing that song. I saw that card, Love of My Life, but it's Love of My Life. You are the one. Your birthday season is here, okay? So you're giving life to something at this time. A barista is significant as well. Not enough. So somebody feels like they're not enough, okay? Something's not so funny now. It was all shits and giggles and funs and games, and it's not so funny now. Somebody feels guilt. Somebody feels guilt. Yeah, no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Cinderella story, because you're receiving that magical love story. Even if you're a Cinderella, you getting that magical love story, sir. Timeline. Tricks are for kids. Silly rabbits. Worship. And that's because somebody's a weirdo. Okay, and I'm not gonna say somebody's a weirdo. Okay, they're worshiping the wrong shit. It's like something that they know about your destiny. That, like I said, this goes back to that energy of money and stability and all of this shit here. It's something about what is a part of your destiny. Somebody worships this. Like this is like I need this. This is what I need to be somebody. This is weird, bro. This is an energy vampire. I need to suck the life out of you. I need it. All of it. Failed, failed, failed. No, I haven't saw Sinners. I have saw like clips of it, and somebody told me about it a little bit, but I haven't saw it. Uh, that's so funny that you said that because we was just speaking about the boy who was hung in Mississippi at his school, and some girls were saying that they wanted to catch how people actually treat people in sundown towns, and I'm like, I don't really think you want to do that. It was like, no, we want to have like, mind you, this is just theoretical. You know, people just be talking, but they was like, no, we want to set a couple of black people out there, scope it out, leave, come back. And they was like, like sinners, and they told me a little bit about it, but I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. It says there are no coincidences. Welcome in past energy in the reverse. This is still current energy. Okay? Current energy came out first, but somebody could be thinking, okay, maybe this is the past now. No, it's still current energy. Okay? Blackmail. Somebody's trying to blackmail someone. That's more like Lovecraft Country. I've never seen that either. Ring, ring. You are investments in the reverse. Yeah, this is something that you don't want to invest in. Someone, shall I say, I don't know if this came out in the reverse, but I'm holding it like this. So this says twin flame soulmate in the reverse. This is just not somebody you want to invest in. Somebody's protecting you at this time. 333 is significant. Just watched the I Am episode. It's episode 7 of Lovecraft. Okay, I'm watching. I Am episode 7. Okay. Somebody instances said get slid is your choice. Somebody got a karmic net this Friday. Man, somebody instances on somebody neck. Get slid is your choice. third eye chakra. Somebody's very conscious of what's happening here, very aware, and very tapped in, very tuned in to what's going on. Okay, love is here. There's a coach here. Nurture. Somebody's coach could also love and nurture them. Okay, because they're very conscious. They're like a very aware person. 1221 is significant as well. Okay, I think I'm gonna get up off here. It says, "My God, don't run out." Listen, I'm just all the vessel for the Most High. I'm glad you're getting your confirmation that that's my old Abby. 1221. Creep in the reverse. So you don't have to settle for no creep. Your God does not run out. It says you speak life over me. Okay? That card came back out. Somebody really does have STDs and they need to go to the doctor. So stay away from them. Okay? That's your warning. That's your fucking warning. Somebody else outside of you may be needing to hear that. Like, seriously. Freedom writers here. Somebody could really be thinking about having sex with somebody. Somebody walking around like, nah, it ain't me. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm good. That motherfucker need to go to the doctor. Lying to folks, keeping them from making a sound decision from you. So somebody's lying to people prior to this, showing them about you or telling them about you or them having any contact with you, so that they have a distorted perception of you based off of what somebody else said. She texts every full moon. That should tell you something. Even though contact for 4 years. Remain distant here. Remain confident in why you're doing that as well. This person is not purified. They're not doing their work. They're not elevating from this petty, childish energy. And transparency is here. Excuse me, confirmation. Somebody's got a camera. There's something about a camera here. Somebody's got ulterior motives as well. It says, make up your mind or I will choose for you. It looks like you took too long. No more graces left. So you had to make a decision for somebody by excluding yourself from being one of the choices. Tease here. Somebody thought they was going to tease you, okay? It says, I want to be where you are. This is somebody who wants to be where you are. It says the other side of the world is here. Okay, this could be somebody that's on the other side of the world. Love struck. A provider. Okay, that's cute. Somebody's fallen in the grave that they dug you. Okay. All lies begin and end here in North Carolina. I'm in PA. The truth don't stand the test of time. That's not working. I know that's right. I done tapped in. Y'all, experience is here. Somebody is going to get, like, it says you will meet a stranger that will bring you an unimaginable experience. Somebody's about to experience something that's going to make them bring them, like, to happy tears. Literally. Go to helper clips on YouTube. That shit will make you cry. You watch helper clips on YouTube, that shit will make you cry. The way them ladies be on their knees, like, thank you, God. I'm like, oh my God, yes, thank you, God. She got it. Oh, that song, I woke up in Chris Brown's body. That's significant as well. It says, I know that we are in a ordained spiritual union. You are my kingdom spouse. That shit just see over there. Somebody cannot give a damn about that right now. Ages 5 to 10 years in the reverse. Gymnastics, significant. Fruits of your labor here. It says stay positive and keep going. Don't give up. Okay. I'm an Aquarius. Shout out to the water signs. You're a water sign. Is Aquarius water sign or is that air sign? I don't know. I'm a Pisces, y'all. I got air in my chart though, and fire. Scorpio. I'm Pisces, Scorpio. Um, girl, it said serious. Oh, air. Okay. Uh, So somebody here, cognitive dissonance. Somebody could care less about the facts or the truth. They're not willing to change their beliefs. So what you say goes against their beliefs, and their emotions are tied within their beliefs. Cognitive dissonance. There you go. Delayed in the reverse. But you're being rewarded for your obedience at this time because you're above average. I know that's right. You're above average seer at that. Clock it. 1, 2, 3, 4 is here. Okay, Ashe. Something is most definitely escalating at this time. Real love here. Somebody's getting ready to be enlightened about something. Earth, educated, love of my life again. I'm gonna go give him his juice or give him some juice backstage. Something's happening backstage. Someone got hurt, physically got hurt. Voyagers are significant, but somebody physically got hurt. It was a permanent ending. I saw a card the other day right before my live. I meant not my live. My video ended. It said somebody recently passed away. Somebody could also recently passed away. I don't know why that's significant all of a sudden. Thank you. You're getting a new house or apartment upgrade. Okay, you're moving. Oh, that's right. Journey here. Somebody could be going to Atlanta, coming to Atlanta. Something about somebody's journey. They're gonna have to stop in Atlanta. Okay, heartbreak doesn't last forever. Somebody's bottom of the barrel. Don't know if you've seen it, but you pulled it. It says my grandparent. I probably didn't see it, but everything happens for a reason. Compassion here. Somebody didn't want to have any compassion for you. Divine and Oshun. Somebody could be a daughter of Oshun, a son of Oshun. Peekaboo in the reverse. Somebody can't spy on you, okay, because they're below average. We got a woman of color here who has proven something. Somebody could have proven they can listen or they listen. Don't let up, okay? It says this is not your fault at all whatsoever. No, that's Ocean saying peekaboo. Her crazy tales. Ready for the real thing in the reverse. This is somebody who wasn't ready for the real thing. Okay, and that's not your fault. Somebody's realizing it's not your fault that they're not ready for the real thing. Putting up a fight in the reverse, and that's why you're not putting up a fight. You're not in this obsession energy, this obsessive energy. God Himself took an attack on you personally. Okay, Shay. They think you don't know in the reverse, so I'm pretty sure they know that you know now. It says no longer allowing the projections of others to be the perspective you see yourself in. Okay. Y'all, 144. Oh my God, the way I've been seeing 144, it's not even fucking funny. It's significant, okay? Somebody's not gonna have such a happy birthday. But somebody's birthday could be coming up soon. My birthday ain't gonna be so happy after all. Excuse me, confirmation. Damn, I just heard somebody might be in jail on their birthday on purpose. Somebody was doing something on purpose. We in alignment, chosen one, I say. It says black ember and black amber. Okay, that's significant. If you can get your hands on a black ember seed, please plant those. Okay. It says fast from fear for the next 72 hours. Escape. Somebody's trying to escape something at this time. Training is here. It's time. Okay. Child, somebody was doing some sort of life insurance fraud, fraudulent activities. It's okay, baby. It says I may not have all that I want, but I have all that I need. Thank you, God. Give me 1 second. I'm almost done. It says you're on point. The way we on point in here today. New beginnings. All right. Somebody's moving in the shadows while you have a clear mind and a clear heart. And that was your message, okay? Give me a follow. Give this video a like if this resonated, okay? I'm a Intuitive Light Seer J, and this is a safe space for you to heal. Gratitude, Ashe. Okay. I always ask that anything I say here, you take it back to prayer before incorporating these things into your life, okay? And I hope you beautiful, amazing people having a wonderful day.